guess I'm just running plays while I wait.
Here we go.
Alright, we're about to start our game. Let me run like, one more play. Maybe after that.
42 Spider.
Alright, cool.
Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
When the defense sits back.
A brief pizza intermission for Missouri, he said. Yeah, I've been working on some defense.
Coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. It's third down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They Headed to plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll feed the back again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Just trying to get rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
Have one more play here in the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead.
That makes the score Missouri 14, Georgia Tech 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Offense on the football.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
On the double.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. When they bring him down, blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Here's the second down play. Quick throw, the catch is made. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The ball carrier is the running back. Gain of 18. First and goal. Georgia Tech.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he...
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Georgia Tech.
Now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14. Georgia Tech. 7.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for a gap, it's Jones.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Manning. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Second down play coming up.
Hornet. Cricket.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Touchdown, Missouri. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for this 6 points.
And the PAT is good.
Missouri, 21. Georgia Tech, 7.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The Yellow Jackets will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
It's second down.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. On the junior, gets home making a sack there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. One more play before they head to the locker room.
Here we go.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Missouri, 28. Georgia Tech, 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Back now goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, looking to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
It's a fake. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Off the fake, the holder with a completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw it on first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. second down coming up.
On the double.
That sack makes it second down and forever.
Here we go.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. He pulls in the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game.
And it's a fake. It's a fake. They've got the tight end open. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Lights off the defender. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's in. Fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Got to say, I'm a little puzzled here. I don't know what they're seeing that we're not seeing to send the field goal team out here now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Great move in the open field. Touchdown, Missouri. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots or the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. 1st down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down out at the 46. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Missouri 35, Georgia Tech 7.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing it.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. that one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Ready, set.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt?
Moves.
Catch made on the right side. And he gets into the end zone to further cut into this lead.
And makes the score. Missouri 42, Georgia Tech 15.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Set to kick it away.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down after 45. It's 3rd down.
On the double.
3rd down after that running play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Number 13.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes it in. The two-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now.
And makes the score. Missouri,
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
On the set.
Important second down play coming up.
Yankee blue. Yankee. Here we go.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Eludes a tackle.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? A handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.